Well, go on, everybody. Welcome to Destination Jamaica. Now, this is another attempt of doing a weekly vlog where we speak about what's happening in Jamaica, interesting, weird, strange things that we can discuss, kind of news without diving into crime and violence. As you stated in a poll that we did a few months back, that you would like something like this. So, let's see if we can do this week after week. Let's get into it. Now, this headline made Jamaicans scratch them heads because it's not something you normally see or hear about. That there have been art thief in a Jamaica. These are things you don't normally hear, that people actually went to somebody's house, take them valuable pieces of art, and in this case it's the artist's family. He's very popular. His name is Basil Barrington Watson. Now, he's no longer with us, sadly, but he's well known for his works, one of Jamaica's most celebrated artist painters. Now, Basil Watson's work has been exhibited throughout Jamaica and internationally. He is the father of sculptors Basil Watson and Raymond Watson. So yeah, the man big. So what happened in this news headlines made Jamaica wonder, what really go on? People thief things, but not art. Now we'll give you a concise, piece of the report. So it stated that on Saturday evening, thieves broke into the home of Barrington Watson's former wife and son, making off with 10 priceless paintings worth tens of millions of dollars. The robbery took place while the family was at home resting after detecting a strange odor. So them smell something, knock out. And then when they wake up, the pieces them gone. Now, according to what the report stated, the thieves bypassed other valuables, seemingly targeting the artwork, which included pieces by the renowned Jamaican artist, some featured in the One Love Bob Marley film. The stolen collection includes significant works by Watson, who passed in 2016, and others by different Jamaican artists. Among the stolen items were Orange Park, a beloved piece depicting the family's former home in Yalas. The paintings, which were not insured, were carefully removed from the walls without triggering alarms. The family, still shaking, expressed their distress over the violation of their personal space, especially since the robbery occurred while they were asleep. The authorities are investigating, and the family is calling for more proactive security measures, including the use of tracking devices on valuable art. Watson, he's remembered as Jamaica's greatest painter, one of Jamaica's greatest painters, had a profound impact on the nation's art scene, having been honored with national awards such as the Order of Jamaica and Gold Musgrave Medal. So the comments echoed puzzlement because enough of people never hear about this. Not many people, they stated in the comments, know about the value of art. Much more if you got if the people them work in a them yard without any issue. So some people who are, watch them CSI and all them stuff, they are stating that it's somebody the people them know. What are your thoughts on this? You ever hear about this before in a Jamaica? Tell us in the comments. We hope the pieces are recovered and everybody is happy that no one was hurt, as life is the greatest valuable. So, yeah. Now we're going to move on to the next title, the next news article that also is good in a way, that no one was hurt. It has to do with a grandfather who rescued 11-month-old child and older cousins. What happened is that the foundation of their one-room concrete house collapsed and pitched the structure close to a nearby river. And it ended up saved them. Many people are rejoicing that they're safe and no one ended up in the water even though they lost the property. According to the Observer, he stated that he heard the noise coming from the back just as him come off of the road, and him jump into the house and he took out the baby first and then the cousins. Now, the next topic that's having a lot of Jamaicans talking has to do with NHT. Lisa Anna, Jamaican politician and beauty queen who was crowned Miss World 1993, she posted something on social media, which we will post a clip of, that caused many Jamaicans to wonder what go on. Many concerns were raised and questions. Now, she stated, According to the Ministry of Finance, for the financial year ending 2024, the NHT collected over 43 billion Jamaican dollars in income and spent over 12 billion Jamaican dollars in operating expenses. These figures are shocking as the average number of housing completions by the NHT from 2018 to 2022 is 2,157 per annum. Additionally, the NHT generated a surplus of over 21 billion for the financial year of 2023-2024, with an employed labor force of 1.27 million. The NHT is delivering less than 0.18% of houses or housing completion for our working population. That's something that she stated in her caption. So instead of building houses for people, the NHT is taking a percentage of workers' and employers' salaries to build cash in the bank. Now, there are many comments on this video that she posted on her social media accounts. We'll post a clip. You can watch it yourself and tell us what you think.
Something from the NHT, them both broke and them tired. So earlier this year, I wrote an article on the National Housing Trust entitled Building Cash, Not Housing, which discussed the basis of the NHT's inadequate performance. Yeah, inadequate, and I'm going to step on some corns here, but it's fine. So simply put, the mandate of the National Housing Trust was established in 1976, and it was a brilliant idea by then Prime Minister Michael Manley to provide affordable housing to most of our populace. And funding this entity came from a 2% tax from Jamaican employees and a 3% tax from every Jamaican employer. But nearly 50 years later, the data that I've looked through suggests that the NHT has been quite inefficient and ineffective in delivering its mandate. And I want you to stay with me because I'm going to quote some statistics and you need to just pay attention. Now, according to the Ministry of Finance and Planning, for the financial year ending 2024, the NHT collected in income Jamaican $43 billion in income. Yeah, that's what it collected in income. And here's what they spent in their operating expenses. They spent close to $13 billion, actually $12.946 billion in operating the entity. Now, these figures are shocking, and when I saw them, it blew my mind, as the average number of housing completions by the National Housing Trust from 2018 to 2022 is only 2,157 per annum, annually. And you can check the Economic and Social Survey of Jamaica for 2022 to see some of those stats further. Included in these figures that I looked at, the housing NHT says, yeah, it does some housing completions, and those were what they did in 2022. But they do other things like build on your own land, lot solutions they talk about, guaranteed purchase programs. They do individual loan solutions, they do joint ventures, and they do NHT project solutions. But what is clear is that not all of these solutions stated by them are actually livable, finished dwellings. Moreover, based on the administrative costs, you see, when a homeowner even gets a mortgage loan of approximately $12 million from the NHT, half of the money comprises the organization administrative costs. That's about 50% of that money when you aggregate everything. Now, when you look at the
other topic that have people talk have to do with the Prime Minister's offerings in his latest speech. Now, a craft vendor, she spoke on what the Prime Minister proposed, offering to waive their fees until June 2025, which was one of the things that he stated that Jamaicans would get, arguing that the gesture falls short of addressing their deeper concerns. So the craft vendor, she was talking about their true struggles, that she is someone who is independent and she don't want just a fish. She wants to be fishing, that so she can have sustainable income forever. No, she said the market vendors have struggled with low tourist traffic since the cruise pier's closure, insists that long-term solutions such as infrastructure repairs are necessary to attract customers. She voiced frustration over the lack of significant investment in the market's facilities, which she described as deteriorating with leaks, broken flooring, and rodent infestations. No, them don't want a temporary financial burden, lifted. They want permanent solution that can definitely help them for life and the generation that will come after and so forth. Them want to thrive too. It's something that's being said that a lot of money come from the tourism industry, but they're not seeing the benefit of a thriving industry. What are your thoughts on that? Tell us in the comments. Now, she called for a more sustainable approach, urging for improvements that would bring back customers and restore the market's viability. And I guess the final headline we will speak about is the Jamaican Sunshine Girls. They recently delivered a great performance, a wonderful match, which they won 50-49 win over England in the second match of their Horizon series. With a thrilling final scoreline, the match was a nail biter. So they're hoping to win their fourth game scheduled for tonight. So let's cheer them on from afar or near and let them know that, yo, Sunshine Girls, you can do it. Win your match tonight and take the lead. All right, so that's it for now. As you stated in your comments that you wanted something more positive, the interesting headlines, the headlines that we can have discussions and so forth, and not particularly the crime and violence. So we haven't included any of those headlines. We hope this is something you value. So let us know in the thumbs, by thumbing up or leaving a comment, sharing, letting us know what you think because we make content for you. All right, have a blessed one. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, stay as hopeful as you can. And we really are wishing a better 2025 for all Jamaicans, all Yadi, all Caribbean people because we are one. All right, bless up.